What's up, guys? Dwight with Defying Finance here. Today, I wanted to talk about Bitcoin. It is Thursday as I am recording this. I have no idea what the date is. Thursday, the 12th of May. I just wanted to bring a chart up here that I had made this months and months ago. This is why, technical indicators are very important in crypto right now. There are no fundamentals, okay? Maybe people would call certain things fundamentals, but looking at this from a stock perspective, I would say there are no fundamentals, right? There are no earnings you can go by. This is just based on price. And something to keep in mind, I made a video about this, I don't know, months ago maybe. You go back and watch it, how I'm explaining market cap really means nothing. Right? When it comes to crypto, especially, it really means nothing, because the price you set for the entire world, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for Cardano, whatever it is, the price is set by one person selling and another person buying. That's it. So if you had a $10 crypto and someone went to sell it, there's one buyer and he has he puts a limit order price in at $1. New price is $1 across the entire world's market. For that moment, it looks that way until another buyer comes in. But if you panic a market, maybe someone doesn't want to pay much more than $1. But two people cause that entire thing, right? Now, I'm not saying that that's exactly what's happening here. That's a whole nother thing with the Terra Luna and Citadel and BlackRock and all the stuff that's going on. We'll see how that plays out. But let me share this chart with you. I mean, this was like straight up voodoo level. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so if you can read this, I think you can read this on your screens. So back at this point, I was looking at this neckline here. It was a quick candle down. And I had said, oh man, what if we're going to build a shoulder here? And this is going to be a head and shoulders pattern. And that's a classic pattern for a potential sell-off, right? So I put this arrow here and I said, you need to watch this, this range here up to around $53,000. If we bounce off that top and start trending down, the probabilities are increasing that we're going to have a sell-off. Well, I have this box there and I have this note, right? If we do end up with a head and shoulders, this is before it existed. You can watch some of my other videos I had on this, or some posts. I have a Defying Finance Facebook page. I posted some of this. If we do end up with a head and shoulders, we have to pay very close attention to the 30,000 level, which is your basic support level down here. Once this lets go, there is very little support on this weekly chart at $20,000. So expect to see a huge sell-off. X marks the spot, $12,000 to $10,000. Now, I didn't know if it was going to go there or not, right? But I'm marking these on my chart so I can visually see them, that when it happens, I could start setting up, all my buy zones for different cryptos. I do the same type of thing, right? Well, sure enough, we ended up selling off. We had this bounce right here around that same neckline. And I was saying before that, hey, you got to watch out. This could be a trap, right? It starts to run back up and sells off. Sure enough, that's what happened. Eventually, we had this good run here, and I started drawing this purple line saying we have to be careful, because what if you run up and you bounce off this line here, and you start to work your way down. This is kind of creepy. Check this out. I know my thing's off a little bit, but I mean, look at that, right? So it had this run similar to what I drew out here. Mine was a little lower, and then it would sell off, and it was like straight up voodoo, right? It's just running down this line. Sorry if I caused all that for you guys. My purple line sold off on Bitcoin, right? But anyway, let's go down here. It says, be watching this purple zone between 49,000 and 53,000. It's talking about this up here. We could see the real shoulder building on this, not only a double top, but a head and shoulders. Not good, right? So I was typing that a long time ago, and sometimes I don't delete this stuff because I want to go back and look at my notes and just see, where were we? Why did I write that? Oh, yeah, I see my support lines. Here's my box. Here was an old buy zone or something, right? So I can go back to that. Unfortunately, looking at the chart right now, we've broken these levels of support, yes, we've made it slightly, if I zoom in so you can see it better, we've made it slightly back above that point. If I zoom out, this is where the line's at. But man, it is just teeter-tottering on death right now. So if it falls, you can see the 20,000 level right here. That would be your first level from a just basic technical look at this. That's that first level where maybe you have algorithms that start to sell off. People might be starting to put in orders. Maybe there's some sitting there right now waiting for that sell off to go ahead and pick up some buys. So you could see bounce here. That's kind of why I was drawing this little thing. But anyway, if it doesn't hold there, we're definitely looking at $10,000 to $12,000 range, which obviously would be, an incredible opportunity to buy. But here's the thing. This is how you get Bitcoin at a discount. Now, I know that, when I do my taxes for crypto, it can get complicated. Okay. So what I'm about to tell you isn't financial advice, but this is what I've done, right? It's a good play, but I know that some people don't like the tax side of crypto, and it does get pretty complicated. I use Coinly.com for now, at least the last 2 years, starting on my third year with it, to track all my trades. And there's some accounting work you got to do to fix things. Crypto's not perfect right now, but the point is, when you do your taxes, you want to show that you're really attempting to get this right. But anyway, one play that people use, including myself, is you can buy, a Bitcoin ETF or use Grayscale, right? You can buy those assets for a discount, meaning you can buy Bitcoin for a discount because these trusts. It's the same thing I've talked about in a gold and silver video I did with about Sprott, right? Where they buy gold bars or silver bars, and they store these. It's custodied, right? And then you issue shares out against those items. So you have the security side of it, right? So the security is issued in the market, and you can buy and sell the paper, but the gold and the silver is there. Well, sometimes people need the money, right? Their stocks start to sell off. They'll start selling their paper. Now, this is different than like the futures market, the futures paper, right? This paper is physically backed. It's audited. It's physically backed by gold. Okay. But people will still sell these at a discount to get out to cover positions, right? Maybe they had an option on Netflix, right? Obviously, Netflix got killed. Maybe they get a margin call on that and they need some money right now. Well, they'll sell those gold and silver stocks that they have that are more stable in order to cover a position, right? Well, sometimes they'll sell that paper at a discount. That's exactly what's happening right here. So let's go to Grayscale. I want to show you some of their products. So let's pull up, I got the Bitcoin one open right here. So if we scroll down, this is the market share price, okay? At 1835, at least the last close. We'll see what happens when it opens tomorrow, heading into Friday. I don't know, man, this could be a bloodbath for markets, could be a fake out, and then Monday's just a horrible sell-off. You never know. But anyway, the market price per share is 1835. But this is the value right now of the Bitcoin that is being held for all the shares that are against it, which means you can literally buy Bitcoin at a 30% discount compared to going into Coinbase and just buying the actual Bitcoin itself. Like, why buy the Bitcoin, right? If you have a Schwab account or something like that, you have some money sitting in there, your stock account, TD Ameritrade, whatever it is, you can literally just go buy Bitcoin at a discount. And let's say Bitcoin starts to run up to, let's say 35,000. I think it's around, what is it at? 29.65 right now. And Asia's starting to wake up, right? Actually, I don't even know what time it is there, but right around this time, they could start selling. They see what happened in the market, right? Maybe they start buying that huge dip. I don't know. But the point is, you can buy the assets on the back end of this for 30% off. Now, let's say Bitcoin runs up to just 35,000 bucks, right? The market psychology starts to flip. Oh my goodness, Bitcoin's going to run back up to 60,000, right? maybe it just climbs to 33, 34, 35. All of a sudden, the share price changes here. Maybe that share price goes back up to $30, right? The actual holding value goes up to 30. But the market price also runs up to 30. That's a great gain. You could trade that, right? So this is what people do, right? They'll go buy this at a discount. Same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum actually, I think it's around, what is that? 12.82, somewhere around 30, a little over 30%, 33, 34, 35% of a discount, right? So you can buy the shares and have backed by Ethereum at an incredible discount. So the idea is if you were waiting, right, for Bitcoin to be, let me do that math real quick. What was that? 29,600, we'll call it. We'll go back to Bitcoin. 29,600 minus, I said 30%. That means you can buy Bitcoin right now. Like, let's say it didn't even move tomorrow morning. You can buy Bitcoin at 20,000. 20,720 right now. So if someone was waiting for Bitcoin to get to 20,000 before they buy it, like, why wait? Right? You could just buy the Grayscale Trust. You'll own the asset behind it. Now, the reason people probably won't do that is because if Bitcoin did fall to 20,000, then this price is probably even cheaper, and you're probably getting Bitcoin at $13,000, right? So I can see why some investors wouldn't want to buy yet, but maybe they start dollar cost averaging in now through Grayscale. So there's a lot of different ways to play this, and they don't just have that, right? They have Bitcoin, Decentraland, Chainlink, Filecoin, Solana Trust, Stellar Lumens Trust. They got a bunch of different products, but that is a way that people can buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or get exposure to crypto if they don't already. I know this is going to start becoming more and more popular, right? If you have a lot of older folks that they don't know how to transfer crypto all over the place through all these different wallets or use Coinbase, which Coinbase is very similar to a stock exchange, right? So maybe they can figure that part out, but they don't want to deal with all the other junk. Well, they can go buy Grayscale. It's just a stock, right? It's no different than buying in their Schwab account. They can totally do this. So I think it's a good opportunity to get Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana at a discount. Matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, let's go look this up. This is another one. I traded this when it first started, and man, that was wild. Let's go see. I think it's Bitwise. I don't know if it's on here. Let's go Google it. I even typed Google, right? Let's go, where are we at? Let's just type in Yahoo Finance. Here we go. An index of 10 cryptos, right? This is another way that people can play it if they don't want to just buy into Bitcoin or let's just pull up a line chart here. Give me a full screen so you guys can see what's even going on. So I was playing around when this thing first opened and just selling all the way up through here. Obviously, it's collapsed way down, but this is a perfect example where the assets under management, you look at the value of those assets, and you can see that, oh my goodness, I can buy the paper, the stock, right? The assets that are behind it are worth way more than the actual stock price because people are desperate to get out. They're willing to sell it at a discount, take their loss and run, but you can still buy the assets behind it. So part of me thinks, man, why would anybody go buy Bitcoin right now? Why would they buy Ethereum, like go into Coinbase, unless, you're pulling interest from somewhere? Like, why would they even bother, right? You can get an incredible discount right now. If it turns and starts to run up, I mean, the gains just on the paper side of this would be incredible. So that's a great way to play it. You can also do that with gold. But anyway, hope that was valuable, and maybe you could do a little bit of research on that. It's not for everybody, but that is probably an easier way for most people to get involved. And again, I'm not telling anybody to buy anything. You guys do whatever you want, but that's how I've played it in the past. So I just wanted to share some ideas out there for other people, because sometimes there's so much to know, right? We can't know everything. So sometimes we have to bounce ideas off of each other, and we come up with great trades. But anyway, like and subscribe. If you're interested, comment below if you have any other ideas. Other people are watching. Don't post any links. So, don't click on any of the links you see down in there. You never know what other people are posting. If an ad pops up, watch it. It's free content. I'm not getting paid for it, at least yet at this time. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'll try and make another video if I can, maybe tomorrow, before Sabbath. I keep the Sabbath, so I don't work on that day, but maybe Sunday. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I got to get out of here.